Hello, everybody. It's Alex here. Welcome to another episode of Virtual Chats. And today on the show, we have the great honor of welcoming a man that needs no introduction, but I'll provide one anyway. You know this man from bands like Slayer, Misfits, Suicidal Tendencies, Testament, Film, Fantomas, and many others. And we're pleased to welcome Mr. Dave Lombardo. Dave, I just want to say thank you so much for taking some time to chat with me. It's a great honor. As a drummer myself, you've been a major inspiration to me. So I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done.
Yeah, man. No worries. My pleasure. It's
Excellent.
what I'm here to do.
Excellent. So the current thing you got going right now is you're currently on a tour with Mr. Bungle. How's it been going?
Oh, fantastic. Crowds have been amazing. The band kicks ass. I can't ask for any more.
So like what's been like the best show of the tour so far?
Oh, shit. I think probably Montreal.
Was that last night?
Yeah. Yeah, that was fantastic. The
Nice.
crowd was, very enthusiastic, happy to see us, singing along. It was a killer show. The band was on point. Everything. No complaints whatsoever. But I think tonight in Toronto is going to be another amazing night. The show is about to sell out. I think there's only like 10 tickets left.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so we're very pleased and excited.
Excellent. Well, you mentioned you're in Toronto, which is like right where I am as well. So I wish I could come to the show tonight, but I got other things going on. So
No worries.
I'll catch you next time though.
Okay.
So you and Scott Ian joined the band when they reunited just before the world went crazy.
Yes.
How did it all come about with you guys joining the band?
Well, I mean, we want to go, way back. Secret Chiefs and Dead Cross, which is another band I have with Patton. We were on tour together. I believe that might have been 2000, either 17 or 18. And Trevor Dunn had come to our Brooklyn show, and we it was Trevor, Trey, Patton, and myself. We were all, just standing around, and we kind of took pictures together. And Trevor mentioned, could this be the new inception of Mr. Bungle? And so that idea was left, in the air. And then during a European tour, I believe in 2018, Patton hit me up and said, "Hey, we're thinking about putting together Mr. Bungle, but in its original form, which was a thrash metal band."
Mm-hmm.
And that they were thinking about bringing in Scott Ian, and I said, "Patton, I'm there. Let's do it. It's going to be great." Nice. And and here we are, a couple albums in. Well, the live album.
Yep.
And this is probably our fourth tour. We did the one tour in right before lockdown 2020, and then we did South America. We did a West Coast run, and now this is our East Coast run.
Excellent. And you're doing you did the Easter Bunny album in its entirety in those first shows, yeah?
Yeah, I think maybe minus one song, but we change it up. We have several other songs that we haven't recorded, but we play live.
Yeah.
And that we played on the live record and video stream during lockdown. And so we're playing. It's a nice little surprise of different tunes, different genres as well.
Yeah. In the live set, is it all like Mr. Bungle focus, or do you also like maybe give in some snippets or some tunes from like each of your respective careers, whether it be like
Slayer,
Faith No More, that kind of.
No Faith No More. We do Stormtroopers of Death. And we play, just the beginning half of Hell Awaits.
There you go.
Yeah, just just a couple little tidbits like that. Some covers. We're doing a 10cc cover, um, a Spandau Ballet cover, and several other little surprises.
Nice. And people are curious whether there'll be like some more Bungle music in the future.
Now that I don't know. I have not heard anything about any new music or new recording.
Okay, you're just taking it like one bit at a time.
One day at a time, man.
Yep. And earlier this year, you released your debut solo album, Rites of Percussion, which I've been like listening to it, and it's like really, really unique. Like pure percussion albums isn't something that you hear about too often. But when I heard that, like the first thing that came to my mind was like, you know, thinking of the old drummers in the jazz drummers in the '60s and the '70s, like Max Roach and all that. Like they were doing all these like unaccompanied drum compositions, and they put those on albums. Was this album like something that's been in the works for a number of years?
Well, I mean, it was something that I had mentioned to Patton years ago, and and he said, "Hey, I'll put it out on my record company, man, if you deliver that record." And it's been in the back of my mind, and pandemic kind of forced me into this different work mode instead of touring and
Hmm.
traveling. I was able to really stay home and focus and not only learn some new recording techniques, but also learn some software um, and different gear and I just pulled out all my instruments, from storage, and I had them all in one place, and I was able to rummage through them and and create this body of work. It was great.
Nice. It's,
Yeah.
it's a very unique album, like I said, and there are some songs on there that actually utilize some like background music. Are those background tracks like composed by you or someone you know, or is that like
No,
a
everything
really
everything on that record was created by me.
excellent?
Yeah.
Nice. Very,
Yeah.
very ambient stuff in there, like very,
Right.
really
Yeah.
eerie vibes, some of the songs.
I'm a big fan of that. A lot of ambient music and cinematic scores and
Yep.
just mood altering sounds. I really, really like that a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. And I thought to myself, like some of these songs could be like perfect for like a movie score or something, which you've also like delved into that world a little bit, right?
Yeah, I have, um, several times different musicians and composers I've worked with. One is Tyler Bates, another is Christopher Young,
Yep.
Joseph Bishara, and of course I help record Fantomas's director's cut, and which was very inspiring. And it's just everything that you know um, I've basically been around, you know, all my musical career, and it's kind of I've been able to kind of filter it and focus and record it and place it in one body of work, man. So I'm really happy and proud, and um, I couldn't have been more satisfied with the way it turned out. It's to a point where it's inspired me to possibly create another one in a whole other different direction. Who knows? I don't know yet, but it's definitely something that's continually uh, uh, poking at me and saying, "Come on, you got to do another one. Come on, do it."
Hmm.
So it's been fun.
Yeah. Well, if you manage to like do another one, we all look forward to hearing it. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Of all the projects, I like this quote I heard. You're aware of many hats. Like you've worn so many hats as far as like, the projects that you've been in. Of all the projects that you were a part of that are either like no longer active or on the back burner, Which one
Uh,
would you say has like some unfinished business that you're kind of craving or hoping to get to do again?
oh man, Fantomas.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Another one
I hope
belonging.
to perform that music again someday. You know, even possibly, you know, maybe even record something. But as of now, I don't think that's even in the future.
Yeah,
But that band is definitely, and that music is feels very unfinished to me.
right. Well, you never know what might come down in the pipeline.
You never know. Yep.
Yep. And speaking of resurrecting a band, even though this band wasn't resurrected, but you came back for a while. You were on tour with Testament all last year, and I got to see you guys on the Bass Strikes Back tour when you came through London, Ontario.
Yeah.
And the lineup was four-fifths of the Gathering lineup with you, Chuck, Eric, and Steve DiGiorgio.
Mhm.
The difference this time around was that it's you were playing in Testament with Alex Skolnick. Uh,
Mhm.
both you and Alex are like very versatile musicians, and Alex being one of the all-time guitar masters. Talk about your experience playing with Skolnick.
Well, we got along obviously right off the bat, you know, perfect. You know, we had a great time, you know, talking about different jazz music and world music, guitar players, percussionists, um, you know, we were able to improvise on stage together
Mhm.
and locked in at certain points, you know, um, and created these really cool moments that obviously weren't recorded, but you know, we we definitely hit it off great. And he's a great, excellent, he's a fantastic musician,
Yep.
and you know, he's great person, great personality to be around.
Yep. Absolutely. Like
Yeah,
I've seen Testament like numerous times over the last like 10, 13 years, and it's always
yeah.
it was the only time that I actually got to see Testament with you in the band, and that was like
Oh,
really special for me last year.
yeah. When I was in the band back in the '90s, that I only did a 2 week tour
Mhm.
with them. And
Yeah,
yeah, and I couldn't do any more because
scheduling and
yeah, scheduling. There was too many conflicts. You know, they're a well-oiled machine, and
Mhm.
they need somebody that, you know, that only lives and breathes Testament. And you know, I'm involved with too many different projects to do that.
yeah. Well, go back to the Gathering album. It's known as the been coined as the album that pretty much brought Testament back to their thrash roots in the '90s and the late '90s. Um, being that it's such like a revered record, what would be your favorite song from The Gathering? Get to play live or just listen to?
Uh, geez, the entire album is a fantastic body of work. You know, it's hard to pick out one.
Yeah,
You know, there are some standout songs, you know, but you know, for the most part, I think, you know, the entire album, listening to it from beginning to end is, you know, is a bit of a masterpiece.
yeah,
So to pick one, you know, would be a disservice to the other songs because they have the same value. You know,
mhm.
they're all part of the musical movement that was recorded and put on record. It's just that whole body of work is fantastic.
Absolutely. I wholeheartedly agree. So I have a fan question that was submitted, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
So my friend David, he's asking if you could talk about the time that you filled in for Lars at the Download Festival back in 2004, along with Joey Jordison. What are your memories about that moment?
Uh, Worried about Lars,
Yeah,
you know, making sure and hoping that he was okay.
yeah,
You know, it's not to be taken lightly if a musician, you know,
yeah,
falls ill and can't make it to a show.
hmm
And you know, so you know, that was my main concern, that he was okay,
yeah,
and the fact Joey was there, and you know, Fleming, his drum tech, was able to fill in. Unfortunately, I wasn't familiar with a lot of their, you know, later works. You know, I was only able to do a couple songs,
yeah.
but you know,
You
it
did
was
you did Battery and what was the other song?
four horsemen.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was exciting, you know. I like to be put on the spot like that sometimes. You know, it just you know, I try to avoid the mundane, and so
Hmm.
anything that has a little bit of a edge and excitement, I kind of embrace and enjoy.
Yeah, absolutely. Just a couple more quick questions, and then I'll let you go. Okay.
Okay.
Um, Many people like would hold Angel of Death as like your top signature moment with a double bass break. But if you had the choice, what's one moment, whether it be a song or a drum lick on a record that you've been a part of that you're very proud of, but wish got a little bit more love?
Mm, some of those early Grip Incorporated records,
Mm,
the Power of Inner Strength album, I think was a fantastic record.
I see.
Really good songwriting, and you know, the drum sound as well. A lot of, you know, the drum beats that were created for that record, you know,
Yeah.
were pretty fucking badass. And you know, but then again, that was like what, 94, 95. You
Hmm.
know, music was going, metal at least was going into a bit of a different direction,
Yeah. Well, yeah.
or at least people's interests were gravitating in a whole other direction that,
Yeah.
you know, so yeah, I think that album in particular.
Nice. Grip Inc. getting some love. Excellent.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So last question, and then we'll call it there. To wrap up, can you give the viewers a glimpse of your upcoming schedule for the rest of the year in 24 and where and when they can see you live?
So we're in Toronto, the 15th and 16th, Detroit and Chicago at Riot Fest on the 16th
Oh yeah.
with Mr. Bungle.
Hmm.
And then I am hooking up with Empire State Bastard
There you
on the
go.
17th at Riot Fest.
Okay.
And we play two shows in the New York area, the 20th and the 23rd,
All right.
one at St. Vitus on the 23rd, and then in New York City, Le Poussin Rouge on the 20th. And then I head over to Europe with Empire State Bastard from November 2nd through November 14th.
Okay.
And all these dates are on my social media pages. You could check those out. You know, we're playing Paris, Germany, Netherlands, Wales, England, Scotland, and then there's some more shows happening with Mr. Bungle, but I cannot disclose where those are going to be yet.
Right.
And that's going to happen in December. So I'm
Okay.
pretty much booked, you know, for the rest of the year. I think October is my uh, is the month that I have free the most,
Yep.
and I'm going to focus on a lot of studio work that I got to wrap up,
Yep.
albums that I want to release in 2024.
Excellent. Staying busy.
Fuck yeah, man! The
All
only
right.
way to be.
Yeah, it's what it's all about. Well, Dave, I just have to say thank you so much once again for chatting with me. It was a great honor, and we look forward to seeing you with Mr. Bungle out there and every other project that you have going on at the moment. Wishing you all the best on the road, and hopefully, I look forward to seeing you the next time you come up here.
Awesome, man. Well, thanks, Alex. Thanks for the interview, and all the best to you and your fans.
Okay, thank you very
All
much,
right,
Dave.
take
Okay,
care, man.
take
Bye.
care. Bye.
Yeah.